Hey everybody, it's me, Sean. Welcome back to Factorio. Look at this. It is the skeletal setup for red chip production. We are pretty close to being ready to get this going, so we're gonna get started with the first of the steps for this. This is going to be the the iron plates coming in off of here. Now, um, I kind of like this idea of doing my red chip production kind of independent of the independent of the bus, like before the bus, because red chips are so important. I think that there's a real value in doing these and like just making them the #1 priority. It's like they're the #1 priority for our copper, our iron, our plastic, and our green chips. Don't we need green chips in these too? Yes. What we don't need is this stupid uh, iron. I don't know what I'm thinking bringing these iron plates up here. Alright, well. So what is actually going to happen is this is going to become the outgoing green chips, because all of our leftover chips are gonna be what ends up going down here. So let's reverse this stuff, and that did not need to be reversed. There we go. And we're gonna send this back down that way. And this is gonna require some interesting re-maneuvering as time goes by, and I need to expand our chip production and stuff. But I don't know, maybe it'll work. We'll see. Time will tell. Worst case scenario, and that's the great thing about using the bus system, is it's really easy to just delete everything and start over. I might have to do a little bit of that when we switch to the new, the next level of power supply, whatever the generator, not generators, transformers. When we switch to that, because all these power poles are not going to be necessary, but we're going to have room for the what am I trying to say here? Oh, for the transformers themselves, because they're not like super clunky, but if I want to get them in a precise pattern, which I do, if I want to get them in a precise pattern, then obviously I'm going to need to have them set up in specific spots, and getting them into those specific spots is going to, kind of throw things off a little bit. So, all right, so this should get us our red chips. We've got the outgoing spot set up for our red chips. So I'm actually going to go ahead and get that line going out here. Like that. And actually I could kind of probably just run that over to this area here. Connect it up with that one. Look at that. Doesn't need to go all the way down here though. Let's cut it off before it gets too far. I'm not even sure where my red chips go on this thing. Red chips go with the steel, so they're gonna go down to right here. Beautiful. All right. Okay. Well, that's perfectly fine, because I'm gonna get some yellow belts back when I pull this up. Take that, game. You think you're so smart? Well, I just showed you who's smarter, and that is me. I'm smarter. We're gonna put a splitter right there, and then we're gonna need a bunch more belts as time goes on. But there we go, red chip production. So we're one step closer to being able to do the science that we need. Now, red chip production is so slow. I'm probably gonna wanna double this. As a matter of fact, I do wanna double this. I'm not even gonna wait. I have 1, 2, 3. So we'll set up 3 more of those. And I guess I'll need to, yeah, we still have enough green chips to where I can do it. And I don't really need to leave any room in the middle, do I? I can just like jam them right up against one another. But I'm gonna leave a little bit of room because, yeah, that I think will be okay. And we have the, yeah, that'll be fine. So you're gonna go there, 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 there. And then we have a red chip, red chip, red chip, copper cable. I need a fast inserter for that one, right there. Need the belt for that to come up here. These guys are gonna take a little diversion. Oh, that's right, I'm out of. So I'm gonna need to go pick up some more yellow belt real quick. But luckily we're in the primary. I love how we're in the bus area and it's still an extremely long walk to get down to where the belts are. We're having pretty good luck, I would say, so far when it comes to biter attacks. We haven't had a biter attack on our main base yet, even though it's pretty vulnerable right now. But, you know, our pollution is fairly low. I guess I bet you these biters are gonna want to get involved here soon. And we don't have anything down here to distract them with, so probably I'm gonna want to set that up before I get too far along here. Let's see, this is for our green chips. They're gonna come along here, and our plastic is gonna come up here, but not to there. And let's see, we're gonna have, I guess we could have the green chips going in. We'll have our stuff going out here. That's fine. We'll have our, I need some red guys there. Have our plastic going in. So that's outbound. And we can probably do basically the same thing here. Actually, we can do it here and here both. Alright, so we'll do a underneathy. We'll do our red ones. We need to go underneath there. Great, alright. So then outgoing, outgoing, and outgoing again, and boxes, and then belts. Alright, there we go. Double red chip production, which is still very, very modest red chip production, but it's good enough. I need a bunch of belts so we can run those red chips down, and then we will need to make engines, which we already have being made, so I won't have to worry about that, and electric mining drills. Electric mining drills pretty straightforward. Electronic circuit, iron gear wheel, iron plate. Great, we should be able to take care of that. So I will do that and catch back up with you when we're ready for blue science. I'll see you then. Okay guys, this should be it for the blue science. We've got our engines, which we had set up previously. Now, I'm probably gonna have to rearrange this section, to be honest, because neither one of these are set up in a scalable manner. And I'm quite confident that the engine production is not going to keep up with the demand that comes through on these on the blue science thing here, but we'll see what happens. So there's our outgoing blue science, or whatever. There's the production of the blue science. Here's where it goes out and gets collected there, and then all we need to do is connect it up to our science section over here. So let's start at the end and work our way back. here, I can make this adjustment. Get rid of that. That solves that issue right there. And guess I can head over that way whenever I feel like it. So this is as good a spot as any. There we are. Hopefully it's not on a tile where I would normally put a power line. It looks like it might be, but we'll find out. I mean, pretty easy to shift a line over one step if it needs to be. But there you go. We've got blue science. We're going to wrap up our landfill research here in a moment. It does look like not quite able to keep up with the demand because the engines were overflowing. Actually, both of these were overflowing. So I might want to cut this back to only two blue science production things, which means that the blue science is not going to keep up with the green and red science. I feel like in my previous games that was the bottleneck when it comes to advanced science, is just how slow the blue science, like it produces really slow. Each of the components produce really slow. So what I really need to do is scale up the production of our engines and those mining things. So I'll probably take care of that at some point when we're not recording. But for now, we've got this stuff going. So we are on our way. That is not what I want to study. I mean, I do, but what we need to study first is advanced oil processing. That way we can get the appropriate balance of oil. I mean, basically we need that petroleum. I need to start working towards solar power. I had to set in another line of steam engines down there. So that's going to be a potential problem because that's very polluting. We are burning through our petroleum, which is great. We are just about to fill up our other storage, so I need to make a couple of pumps. Ah, look at that. How do I have these engines on me? Well, I should get rid of them. There we go. So I'm going to make these pumps here, which I can then use to transfer these and double up their storage, which should last us through advanced oil processing pretty easily. And I also want to... Oh, you can't just overlay them on these, huh? You'd think that you could. We'll just throw some... There we go, throw those on there. Very nice. So those pumps will keep those guys flowing into there. Not that it's really relevant with the current I don't know what words I was going to use there. And see, here we run into the issue where the grid does not hold up properly. It's not the end of the world, but with all these pipes and stuff, and here it's really a hassle to reorganize it. So if I was smarter, I would have laid down the entirety of the grid first and then worked around it, but I guess I'm not that smart. But there you go. So oil stuff running great. Yep, they're both running just fine. We've got plenty of plastic going through. We are not currently short on electricity. It's so hard to tell, but like at the moment we're not, so that's good. We are running short on iron. I believe the task I wanted to do next was, I guess, just set up some defenses down here. Might not be a bad idea to place down an actual wall, but what I think I will do is just place some of those little turret batteries like I did in other places. It seems to be working all right. I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, it's got to be better than what I have, which is currently pretty much nothing. What am I doing wrong here? There we are. There's how you do it. So this has to be better than that. I guess we're going to need to worry about an attack from that direction as well, so I probably ought to set up more than just down along this border. But I do need to set them up along this border as well. There we go. So now I won't have to worry about those walls anymore. This game is the first time I've ever done this specific thing with the with these turrets. So I'm not sure how it's going to work out. But we haven't really had any biter attacks to worry about in this game. Now, that's not that we haven't had any. There have been some off in distant lands that are just not, like I'm not running into them, you know what I mean? They're not becoming a problem where we're at, but I get the reports that there's these attacks going on, and I haven't really gone to check and see what's going on where they're happening. But there hasn't been anything like where I'm at, for sure. And nothing even close to where I'm at. So, you know, just like here in the United States, the battle is far from home. So it may as well not even exist as far as I'm concerned. Don't need all these yellow belts, but I bet you our box is getting full, sure enough. So I'll set up a spare box for the rest of them. There we go. Keep a few of them on me. Haven't found much use for red belts yet. Gonna go ahead and empty out our magazines here and go throw them in the car. My cat's in the background trying to say hi. Maybe you can hear him. He's excited about something. What else did I have so much of in here? It must have been the bricks, and I used them all on that road. Let's head down and check out our. First off, let's see where's the fighting at. It is down here. Good. Well, that's where we were going to go check out anyway. So let's go check out our stone thing and see how that's holding up. I kind of figured that's where the fighting would be. I'd like to go around and place down some more radars too. We haven't really. All right, so they're holding up. Like they're not even getting injured or anything. So we're really. Emptied out. We're really fortunate that, wow, I have 26 drills on me? How did I get so many? And I tapered off in the middle of that sentence. Okay, so this area is well defended. I've got a few turrets over here. I still want to put some turrets in. You know what I mean? I probably ought to set up some sort of perimeter. Ideally, I would set up a wall around all this, and that is a project that I'm going to need to attend to. I'm going to want to clean out these blocks and get radars in them. But I want to get that. Why are we not? Why is advanced oil processing not? Oh, I know why. Because I forgot to put in a stupid. I forgot to put in an inserter. All right. Well, I'm going to go take care of that and a few other things, and we'll check in a few minutes. I'll see you then. Hey, everybody. We're back, and we're driving along here. I cleaned up everything down in the stone. Actually increased our stone production a little bit down there. Let's go ahead and park our car up here in our normal spot. Going to fix that up. So we did finish the advanced oil production. I went ahead and put it back on electrical energy distribution. We finished that one up too. So now we'll be able to build our substations. That is what those are called. And now I suppose we're going to want to, let's focus on some just standard stuff so we can build up a little bit of blue science. And we'll go ahead and do some of this bullet shooting speed. And I'm just going to kind of do time wasting stuff for now, because what we really need to do is get more iron. You can see our iron is running very low, and that is important. If we want to bump up our blue science, we're going to need more iron to be able to do that. So we're going to focus on that for now. You can see we are not producing. Yeah, I just was talking about that. But first we want to go ahead and switch our oil over to the better oil. It's weird that all that stuff is blue on this map, which means we're going to need water over there. So, do I have? I need iron, of course, always iron. And there's those iron plates. Let's just grab some of those up. And there we go, build one of those, no problem. There we go, there it is. I like that it shows you where you can place them now. Not that it was really all that complicated to figure out where to place them before, but made it a little bit easier now. It's another one of the new features of Alpha 16. It's cool. All right, there we go. Run this water over here. And, oh, pretty good. Worked out pretty well, actually, I must say. Okay, so if we switch this to that one. Hey, looks like I got them on the right spot. So nice job remembering. We'll run our pipe here. Ah, great. It automatically connected. I love it. So I need to put a thing right there. There we go. Great. Okay, good stuff. So I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to switch you over. There we go. And I'll put that back down. And then I will do this and that. And there we go. We've got a better oil, or you know what I mean, better ratio of stuff. And we have a little bit of petroleum gas building up, so I don't need to worry about transforming these into petroleum yet. I'm going to want to start making batteries here soon because we are going to want to start doing our solar. I guess I don't have the battery, whatever generator things ready to go yet, and science-wise, but we definitely want to switch over to solar power here soon. I'm still carrying around these bricks, and I don't really have any specific goal for them, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay down this road, get that out of the way. Still haven't suffered any attacks in our primary area, which is good news. So even the little turret banks I set up haven't been used or anything, so I haven't had to worry about that. But yeah, our next goal, I believe, is going to be to head out here. That must be the square that's getting scanned. I also want to make up some more radars so we can expand our radar scanning. I've got enough to build 3 on me right now, and all I really need is to grab some of this to be able to build more. We will need a lot of belts to get the stuff going for, oh, that's not quite what I wanted to do. There we go. A lot of belts to get the iron coming in from up there, the raw iron. And we're gonna, I guess, probably expand our iron production off of this line as well. I suppose we might need some red belts even. Soon we're gonna wanna start to automate red belt production also. Not quite there yet, but that is something that we'll want to think about in a few episodes. Still, the fighting is down here, but they're not even doing any damage. I refilled the cartridges on these, so luckily we're keeping the pollution really low, which means but those guys are getting, which means the biters are not mutating yet, but they will. So I'm going to want to wipe these guys out as well as get the radars set up. So that's another step for later. You can see here I did start cutting out some of those little diagonal corners. Yeah, but I will take care of some of the stuff in between episodes, and we'll come back and start working on the next project. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a comment. Click that like button if you are enjoying this series. I hope you are. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.